Okay, welcome. I am really excited to chat tonight. We are going to talk about the April promos, which are so here. It's April 1st. Welcome to April 1st. I am excited to share with you guys because the April promos are really, really helpful for everyone to talk about. So, the first one we're going to talk about tonight is purification. Now, purification is something that we used to get in our first premium starter kit. It would come in the kit, and then the myrtle in it went out of stock. So they had to change the premium starter kit and take it out. And since then, they've added in Citrus Fresh, which is a really great alternative. But the one thing that Citrus Fresh does not have in it that purification does is these really powerful essential oils that scrub and reprogram at the same time. And so this month, you're going to be excited to find out we're going to talk a lot about emotions. We're going to talk about a lot of emotional healing, a lot of emotional restoration. We're going to go through this book back and forth. So if you've ever used this book, you are going to love it. And we're also going to be using our desk references, our pocket references, and really diving in to some research on essential oils. So chemistry freaks, you're going to love this. I am a chemistry girl by heart, and I'm going to pull up purification in here because purification is such a powerful oil. It's one of the required oils that we have to have at our care classes. Now, when you first smell purification, it's going to smell really a lot like citronella because there is citronella in there. Now, citronella is really powerful in and of itself. People think it's only for fighting bugs and being outdoorsy, but it's actually really good for curing lots of things like, not curing, I'll say a different word. It's really good at promoting restoration because a lot of sesquiterpenes are in there and a lot of phenols are in there. So we're going to talk about purification. One of the oils is citronella, like I just said. Sorry, I'm trying to find it in this book. I should have had it marked. Okay, 746 and 749. Now, okay. You know what? This book is not even going to contain that. Okay, one second. Purification is a blend, so it's much easier to talk about each oil singly. So what I'll do is just go straight into my pocket reference first because it's easier to talk about eucalyptus in the chemistry book, and it definitely has a lot more pertinence to it because it's not a blend. So we will use that for that one. Okay, purification. Like I said, it used to be in the kit, so we got really, really blessed with that. It's on the promo list this month, because we are focusing on spring cleaning. We're focusing on cleansing. I don't know if they had already had these promos in mind. I'm sure they had some of them in mind. But this month is all about major immune health. So eucalyptus, respiratory health, number one, okay? Number two, lemon, absolutely amazing at fighting immune issues, putting it on your thymus, creating more white blood cells. Clove, one of the highest essential oils on the ORAC scale, meaning antioxidant. That means anything junky in your body, it's going to gobble up and it's going to eat it. It's going to help you get it out of your body as fast as you can. Then purification, another cleansing one. It's one of the top rated essential oils that are used as a blend to clean surfaces and to get the everywhere disinfected. Now, it doesn't have the cinnamon. It doesn't smell cinnamony. It smells very much like a bug spray, but it's so powerful at cleansing. It gets stinky odors out and purifies the air really, really well. Okay, I'm still here. Purification, 135. So might be exactly what I just said. I don't know. Okay, purification. This purifying blend cleanses and disinfects the air and neutralizes mildew, cigarette smoke, and disagreeable odors. So if you're at home cooking a lot, we do purification a lot when we cook. It disinfects and cleans cuts, scrapes, and bites from spiders. bees, hornets, and wasps. So it can go in and not only numb it, but clean it and make sure that the infection and the spread of that venom doesn't really go in and hurt the body too much. It has citronella, rosemary, lemongrass, tea tree, lavandin, which is different than lavender. It's a different form, completely different plant than lavender, and myrtle. That's why they had to pull it. So this essential oil can be used, diffusing it in your diffuser a couple times a day. You can put it in your hands and rub it. You can also apply it to your skin, but because of the lemongrass, it is a little bit warm and sensitive. So if it gets too warm on your skin, just dilute it with some carrier oil in one of like a roller ball or something, and it will be fine. You can apply it on location to those cuts, sores, bruises, and wounds as needed. You don't need to dilute it, but like I said, most sensitive people. So when we look in here, we see the physical uses. Now, the emotional uses are pretty interesting. I shared a little bit today, but when you look up purification in here, and you see, let me see here. There's so many different emotions that can be helped by purification. So if you are feeling angry, if you're feeling like you're being alone, or isolated, thanks, Young Living. They're helping us by not feeling so alone by having purification. If you have fear of rejection, fear of seeing even like any part of your life, the past, present, the future, your gifts, maybe your talents, anything that can, where you can be kind of blinded by negative or erroneous thoughts, maybe that over obsessive compulsive thoughts, those things that when you feel like you can't get them out of your head, it's just constant, kind of like anxiety, a little bit how depression happens. Those can come up and be helped by purification. Also by feeling lack of recognition. That's a really big one. And then anytime you've experienced violence, whether it was emotional violence, physical violence, mental violence, any accident that you might have been a violent accident where you were thrown off the road and you were very injured, anytime where you've kind of experienced violent trauma, that can be really good to apply right over the liver, because as we grow, our liver can be restored, and we want that liver to regenerate, not hold on to stuff and become fatty because of pain and suffering there. So if you have any liver issues, purification is going to be an oil that you want to really focus on getting into your hands, and you can do that this month for free. You also can get it just regular on your Essential Reward order. It's not restricted anymore. It used to be restricted. Now they're able to give it to us. We can order it. I think we can even order the big bottles still. So that's all I'm going to share on purification. Although if I look it up in my chakra book, my yoga book, if you have not seen this Aroma Yoga book, Aroma Yoga, then you definitely need to check it out if you're into chakras, healing energies, things like that, because it is just really, really good. Helps you get all of your exercise in, helps you get anytime it tells you like the strong points, like deficient characteristics or the excessive characteristics of one of your chakras. So like the fourth chakra, the heart chakra, you could have codependency, poor boundaries, demanding, clingy, jealous, overly sacrificing, possessive, or you could be shy, antisocial, withdrawn, cold, critical, judgmental, intolerant of self and others, lonely, isolated, depressed, fear of intimacy, lack of empathy, narcissism, and difficulty forgiving. That's all in here. Those are just personality traits. You didn't think you'd be getting that in a yoga book, and it's kind of interesting. I was just looking in here to see if purification was used. Yep, it's on the third chakra, the solar plexus chakra, right here. So this one, you want to put it below the sternum and behind the stomach. It's the ego identity. I really need this essential oil. I'm just realizing it a lot more and more. Passion versus anger or resentment. I've been feeling a lot of resentment lately that I've not been able to do what I wanted to do. And I can't believe that I not recognizing that it might be just my body off balance, my life off balance. And we're allowed to be off balance from time to time. It's not a problem. It's just recognizing it and putting it back in its place. Because I would much rather be passionate and happy and joyful about my situation. Like today we were outside a ton and I was able to turn things around, whereas yesterday I was feeling a lot different. But it's nice to be able to do that and feel a different type of energy there. And so like you can be charismatic, responsible, willpower, warm personality, confident, spontaneous, playfulness, sense of humor, self-discipline, able to meet the challenges. Wow. I think I need to work on that one. So chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus chakra with purification, rub it right over the sternum, right into that deep heart-centered area. You can even rub it right on your liver, which is under your right breast, rib cage-ish area. And you can also rub it on the right hand. Your liver is over on this portion here, okay? And what I might do is apply some purification there and rub it in with Vitaflexing. And Vitaflexing is just a pad, tip, nail, and you flip back, pad, tip, nail, flip back, pad, tip, nail. Okay, very simple, very quick. You don't have to have anything on you. You don't have to have needles for acupuncture. You don't have to have tuning forks or a pressurizer, nothing. You can just use it just like that, okay? All right, and then the last thing, Stanley Burroughs. If you've not read Stanley Burroughs' Healing for the Age of Enlightenment, then you are in for a treat, because Stanley Burroughs is one of the most profound Tibetan based researchers on reflexology and Vitaflex there is. And he's very, very old. He actually passed away. This book was written in the 1920s. And I keep my benefits of Vitaflex and my own little personal foot and hand foot chart, because I think it's so vital when I meet somebody that they know exactly how to put these oils on, that it becomes their responsibility to then know. So I help them, I give them the card, I tell them call me for a free session. That's how I treat them and show them. And then I ask them to please put these oils on in the spots where they belong, because then they're going to feel so much more activated. The energy will balance much more quickly, and you'll know an empowered feeling on how to take care of yourself. And that's really, really great. So in this one, the ears are really, really important for the ears. The purification is really important for the ears. Now we have ears here on the two little toes. I'm going to hold it and try and point here, and as well as here and here. So purification being put on those two little ears, especially when you have things like you have to go to a doctor for, okay? Maybe someone suffers from ear infection. You can touch those points on the toes for support, okay? Purification supports the ears, so you can also put it there as well. And then you can put it on the insides of the ears by just rubbing it in and rubbing on the inside. You don't pour it into your ear. No, 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 don't pour it. Okay. There's a deeper ear technique that I can show you guys, and I might do that later on once I have somebody that I can show it on, okay? So purification is a great oil for not only the liver, remember, for the emotions, but also for healing and balancing our heart chakra, for our ears, for stinky odors, for stuff that we want to cleanse, for helping us not feel so isolated and alone, for helping us to become a lot more capable and like we can get through the challenges. Wow. And then also for us to feel clean and as if our bodies can be healed and protected by purifying the air. So I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson on purification. I really aim to please you guys by giving you some information that's useful. And I want to keep these nice and short. So I'm going to cut it off now and have a great night. See you later.